They're both waiting for it. Instead, dinked into the box. Casemiro! What a header from the Brazilian! That makes 4 headed goals in the Premier League for the Brazilian this season. A thumping header from the edge of the 6-yard box. Manchester United 1, Fulham 0. Only as far as Casemiro. And that falls to Diogo Dalot again. Rolls the pass into Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo to Casemiro. Casemiro going to find Cunha. Cunha's effort! Back of the net! Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. And the surfing Brazilian is back again. Matheus Cunha in back-to-back games. At the Stratford. So, stutter step, stops his run-up, starts his run-up, stops his run-up, and puts it into the top corner. Well, Manchester United have been pegged back by Fulham, and it's come from the penalty spot. And Premier League win, remember. Kevin, edge of the penalty area. Oh, it's an absolutely glorious finish from Kevin, and he bends a right footer past the stranded centre Lomans. There's no goalkeeper in the world getting to it. Hits the top right-hand corner, and Fulham are level in stoppage time. Manchester United 2, Fulham 2.
Should never be allowed to play that one.
Fernandes clips it out instead to Ahmad. Down the line to Mazraoui. Mazraoui forward to Bruno. Lovely little over from Bruno Fernandes, and he's in behind. Gets an early ball into the box. Šeško inside the area. Šeško at the Stratford end. Manchester United never die. Top corner. 3-2. Benjamin Šeško.
That's what your centre forward has come on the pitch for. Bruno Fernandes. Wow.
Ball in the box, down the right-hand side for Bournemouth, flicks it round the corner to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes brings it under control, stays away from Alejandro Garnacho, gets past him in actual fact to the byline, pulls it back into the area. United in the front. Matheus Cunha. What a cross from Bruno Fernandes. 18th assist of the Premier League season for the 8th goal of the Premier League season for Matheus Cunha. First goal since Aston Villa, and Matheus Cunha gives the Reds the lead at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea.
Harry Maguire.
Ball is floated to around the penalty spot. Free header comes in. Oh, it's in the back of the net. Met by Maxence Lacroix. Unmarked inside the penalty area. Steers his header off the inside of the post. And Crystal Palace hit the front. Manchester United 0. Crystal steps up and scores. Manchester United are level. No penalty heroics from Dean Henderson today. Just captain fantastic from the penalty spot. 1-1.
Brilliant penalty.
Looks for a ball infield, finds Cunha. Cunha in the penalty area, gets there, but it deflects away and is cleared by Crystal Palace. Only as far as Bruno Fernandes on the right-hand side. Ben's one in. Šeško! He's done it again! Big Ben at the scoreboard end! 6 goals, 7 games. Benjamin Šeško is in.
Can definitely see why Villarreal are sitting mid-table in La Liga. Here's a chance.
It could be an opportunity here, and it's sent over the goalkeeper's head and into the back of the net. And Manchester United have the lead. Ronaldo continues the run that has seen him score. Now into Marcus Rashford. Pau Torres goes alongside him. Ball whipped in. Fernandes collected by Jadon Sancho, who scores his first goal for Manchester United.
Well, this is a counter-attacking goal at its best. They win it here. Ronaldo with a little flick.
Headed away with authority from Harry Maguire. Brilliant from Mbeumo to flick it round the corner to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes got option, right, left, centre. Finds Mbeumo in the area. Brian Mbeumo scores! That is clinical from Manchester United. A cutting counter-attack. Reminiscent of times gone by. One end of the field to the other. He finds Ahmad. Ahmad wheels away and then digs a reverse pass out to Matheus Cunha down the right hand side. Cunha taking on O'Reilly, looks to get the cross in. Dorgu 2-0. Oh, Matheus Cunha, it's fantastic. He works his socks off. He drills a brilliant cross in, and Patrick Dorgu, arriving in the penalty area, smashes.
Towards Bowen. Socha on for Bowen. Now a bit. What can West Ham conjure from this? Bowen's ball in towards Socha. It's Thomas Soucek for West Ham United. Not long after half-time. What a moment. Find themselves above that survival line 10 days' time, who knows? For 2 months they've been down there in that relegation zone. Here's Mbeumo, clipped it again! Oh, and in it goes! Benjamin Šeško! Absolute heartbreak for West Ham and for Nuno Espirito Santo. A stoppage time equaliser from Benjamin Šeško.
Takes it short to Kobbie Mainoo, turns it around the corner to Bryan Mbeumo, and Mbeumo passes it into the back of the net, straight off the training ground, directly past Vicario. Manchester United lead 10-man Tottenham Hotspur by 1-0. It steps in, Bryan Mbeumo gets round him, spins on the ball, plays it back down the line to Diogo Dalot, infield to Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo looking to get the ball into the box. Diogo Dalot does just that, looking for Šeško, turned home! Bruno Fernandes! Manchester United do have a second. His 6th goal of the season in the Premier League. Poked home at the Stretford end. Captain, fantastic, had it again. Manchester United 2.
Took into the air by Bruno Fernandes. Coutinho was back-minding the shot, but his touch is awful, and he's let it through for Sancho. What an opportunity for Jadon Sancho, and he scores. A goal for Sancho, but of Chelsea's own making, really. A rare and poor mistake from Jorginho.
That's poor judgment, poor touch, happens. It is a mistake, yes, and we've been punished severely.
Yeah! Oh, brilliant! Right into the bottom corner, no chance for David De Gea, and Jorginho makes amends. It's Chelsea 1, Manchester United 1.
Every player in and around the penalty area, outswing and delivery, header comes in! And it's in the back of the net! And guess who? Casemiro from a corner gives Manchester United the lead. The Brazilian does it again. 7th Premier League goal of the season. And it's one. Hamad gets on the end of that. Surely that's handball from Tyrone Mings. Loads of hands go up. Referee's not giving it. Ball back in by Leon Bailey. Headed away by Luke Shaw, but only as far as Luca Dean, who puts the ball back into the penalty area. Smashed towards goal by Ross Barkley. And Manchester United furious that the handball wasn't given in the build-up. Barkley kept playing and wraps a left boot around it to fire it into the bottom corner. 1-1. Cleared by Lenny Yoro. And United now coming in the opposite direction with Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes plays the ball in. Matheus Cunha into the penalty area. Cunha scores for Manchester United. Fantastic from the Brazilian. Rolls it home right-footed. And 4 consecutive games against Aston Villa for Matheus Cunha. Excellent control. Finds Casemiro. Casemiro with a lovely pass out to Matheus Cunha. Cunha's made a great touch into the penalty area, looks to get the cross away. Šeško gets there and he scores! Big Ben at the Stretford end! Manchester United 3, Aston Villa 1, Benjamin Šeško!
Well, he just continues to make an impact, doesn't he? I have to say that it's...
To get the ball clear. Cunha looks for the crossfield ball to Bryan Mbeumo, and Mbeumo is bursting towards the penalty area, just holds it up, got Benjamin Šeško, Šeško again! Manchester United in the front, his 7th Premier League goal of the season, coast to coast, slammed home by the Slovenian. Everton 0, Manchester United 1. Into the middle towards Bryan Mbeumo. It's headed away by Elliot Anderson. One back, lifted into the box again by Bruno Fernandes towards the back post. Headed clear this time. Comes down to Luke Shaw. Shaw's going to have a go! Luke Shaw! First goal of the season! And his 37th time of asking. And Luke Shaw finishes with a plum. What a time to open your account this season in the Premier League. It's Manchester United 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Shaw on the volley. Standing over it, short one to the edge of the area where Ahmad is trying to marshal Anderson, just gets shrugged off, ball swung in, brilliant, what a ball into the penalty area that is, and thundered home off the head of Morato, brilliant ball in, close range header, 1-1.
There's not a lot you can do about that.
It comes all the way through, Brian Mbeumo in the area, left-footed effort, Cunha, Manchester United back in front. Mateus Cunha finishes right-footed, back of the net, 2-1 United, but wait, will it count?
The decision of goal stands.
Manchester United lead by 2-1. So good from Kobbie Mainoo, just lifts it over the approaching player. Cunha. Bruno Fernandes takes a touch, gets the cross in, turned home! Bruno Fernandes equals the assist squad. Brian Mbeumo into double figures, and Manchester United lead by 3-1. Two birds, one stone, 3-1.
And there's that perfect combo. That's brilliant. What a ball.
Conversation to be had in just a moment, but Forest bringing the ball forward. Up to the edge of the area and Anderson pulls it back, shot comes in, it's 3-2, and Morgan Gibbs-White with an excellent finish from the edge of the 18-yard box to turn the ball into the back of the net. Gibbs-White on the score sheet, 3-2.
Well, it's a similar goal, isn't it? A ball in from the right-hand side and a really well-controlled volley, or half volley.
Make it 9-9. And scores for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, 8th goal of the Premier League season, makes it 9 goal involvements in 9 against Bournemouth, and gives Manchester United the lead on the hour mark on the south coast. Coming in the opposite direction, this is Rayan. Gets it across the field. Bournemouth now up to the edge of the penalty area with Trufair. This is Scott, tries to find some space, gets the shot in and tucks it away into the bottom right-hand corner, and Bournemouth are level. Controversy at the Vitality. Shouts for a penalty overturned at one end. Bournemouth come down the opposite end, and they have found themselves an equaliser. With the corner towards the back post, heads go up right in. Harry Maguire with his 3rd goal of the season, and a big game player does it again. Retake the lead, Manchester United. It's Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 2. Harry Maguire.
Well, I'll tell you.
Creepy steps up, right-footed, shoots towards goal, tucks it into the side netting. It is 2-2, and the substitute, Junior Creepy, levels things up at the Vitality Stadium, and Manchester United have a tricky 10, down to 10. Maybe they have found a bit of space with Hincapié looking for a left-footed delivery towards the back post, and Bukayo Saka, header from Patrick Dorgu, falls to Saka inside the penalty area, clipped back into the box, chance for Erdogan, it's been turned home. Well, that's a really fortuitous bounce that ends up back with an Arsenal player, poked into the back of the net, and Arsenal take the lead at the Emirates after 28 minutes. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0.
Made Bruno not get such a clean contact.
Mbeumo presses, maybe an opportunity, mistake from Arsenal, and Mbeumo in behind, takes a touch, scores for Manchester United, pressure tells, Brian Mbeumo scores, and Manchester United are level against Arsenal at the Emirates. Brilliant work from Manchester United, clinical finish, Brian Mbeumo, the man from Cameroon, does it again, 1-1. Patrick Dorgu. Inside left, gets it back to Bruno Fernandes, lifts it back to Patrick Dorgu, takes it with him. Dorgu's left-footed effort! Oh, it's a screamer! Patrick Dorgu pops up again, but that is of the highest quality from the Dane. Rattled home off the underside of the crossbar, as good as it gets from Patrick Dorgu. Arsenal. Here comes the next corner into the box. Up comes Senna Lommans, loose inside the penalty area. Over the line is it? Referee looks at his watch and says, Arsenal goal. And Manchester United, from the consecutive corner after the game should have been stopped for the head injury from Benjamin Šeško, have conceded to Arsenal, and that goal, made by the decision of Craig Pawson, scored. Ball downfield from Manchester United. Šeško brings it down on his chest. Bruno Fernandes takes over. Now needs an option, finds it. Cunha through. Chance here for Cunha! Matheus Cunha has fired home for Manchester United, and that is top draw from the Brazilian. An absolute worldie to give Manchester United the lead. By Bruno Fernandes, delivers right-footed, lifted towards the back post. It's Harry Maguire that's going to meet it, nods it back across goal. Casemiro! Ninth goal of the Premier League season. Casemiro proving to be inevitable in the penalty area, and he gives Manchester United a 1-0 lead. Absolutely dispossessed. Bruno Fernandes, maybe a break on here for Manchester United. Has Mbeumo and Šeško with him. Mbeumo up to the edge of the area. Bruno Fernandes gives it to Šeško. Šeško fires home, and Benjamin Šeško into double figures for the Premier League season. Doubles Manchester United's advantage, and it's another assist for Bruno Fernandes. Captain fantastic. Players to try and beat, squeezes it through the middle of two of them, then back out to Ouattara. His left-footed effort deflects off Bruno Fernandes and into the path of Nelson. And now Jensen from distance rattles home into the bottom left-hand corner. And Brentford have a lifeline late in the game, 87 minutes on the clock. And Matthias Jensen from distance has cut the deficit to 1. United 2, Brentford 1.
Well, they now...
Tem a 7ª pior defesa do campeonato. Tira Maguire, fica lesionado. O árbitro tem que parar o jogo porque vai ser golo e não conta. Diz de imediato. E isto dá aqui origem a muitos protestos dos jogadores do Arsenal. O jogador que remata não se apercebe porque de facto a questão... E é golo. É golo do Arsenal, confirma-se entre a ética e a lei, vale a lei e o Arsenal está na frente do marcador. Mas aqui não há, vamos lá ver, não há responsabilidade. O campo que tem sido de facto muito discutida no Manchester United, a questão do Fred McTominay. Bem jogado, cá está Fred, bola para dentro, remate, golo! Marca! É o regresso aos golos de Bruno Fernandes. Não marcava há 9 jogos no campeonato. Finalmente volta a faturar em Old Trafford e faz o golo do empate. Assistência de Fred.
Café, o que é facto é que não acontece, a estrutura tática é outra e como tu disseste, o Rashford limitado ali.
Cá está ele, Marcus Rashford. Passe para trás, Cristiano, golo! Marca Ronaldo! 2-1 depois do golo de Bruno Fernandes. É a vez de Cristiano Ronaldo. Chega ao golo 11 na temporada e o Manchester United. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mais um cruzamento, remate, golo! Empata o Arsenal, golo de Martin Odegaard. O norueguês faz o golo da igualdade num lance que eu diria é quase igual ao golo de Cristiano Ronaldo. 2-2 e a segunda parte prometeu com 2 oportunidades nos 2 primeiros minutos, uma para cada lado. Pode chegar aqui ao golo 801. Cristiano, penalti, bateu, golo! Marca outra vez Cristiano Ronaldo. Ele está aqui e está muitas vezes. Mais um bis na carreira. Cristiano Ronaldo chega a 12 de golos na temporada.
Delivers left-footed into the penalty area, near post, headed away to the edge of the box, met by Cunha, drive from him, then another go from Cunha! Matheus Cunha fires home, heads to the corner flag, slides on his stomach, and he surfed his way into the lead. Matheus, say Freddie Woodman, shouts a penalty, but the referee allows play to continue. What a ball that was from Bruno Fernandes. Luke Shaw lifts it into the penalty area, and Bruno Fernandes knocks it back across. Fernandes equals the assists record. Benjamin Šeško applying the finish, but Bruno Fernandes writes his name in the history books. No player has ever made more assists. Ahmad, switch, cuts in field. and looks to get the switch away, but he's underplayed it, Ahmad, and it allows Szoboszlai up to the edge of the penalty area. Got Cody Gakpo with him. Szoboszlai into the box, gets the shot in and gets one back for Liverpool. Error in midfield from Manchester United. A cutting counter-attack, and Dominic Szoboszlai applies the finish. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1.
Yeah, from a position where it looked as though we were going to overload.
Oh, short pass from Senna Lomans into the penalty area. Liverpool are level. And an uncharacteristic error gives Liverpool an equaliser. And Manchester United, cruising at half-time, find themselves back level with Liverpool. 55 minutes on the clock. Manchester slides it forward to Mateus Cunha. Cunha looking for a ball between the lines, picks out Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to the byline, cross towards the back post. Ahmad gets there, knotted down, cleared away to the edge of the penalty area.